Hi everyone, Caroline here. Are you currently working with or wearing slow-acting crystals and expecting fast results? If you want fast results or if you want things to happen quickly for you, then there's some slow-acting crystals that you need to avoid. Otherwise, you'll be waiting for a long time. So you need to make sure that you're not using slow-acting crystals because they take a long time to produce results. All right. If you want to speed up your healing process, or if you're working on financial matters, or if you're working on relationship matters, you obviously don't want to be working with slow-acting crystals. You want things to happen fast. You want things to change quickly because your life is on fire. You need things to be popping. So quick action is needed like right now. And if you're like me, who always likes things to be happening fast, or if you have been working with some specific crystals for a long time with the intention of getting some specific results, and you've been wondering why nothing seems to be happening or very little seems to have changed, because as far as you can see, your health is still the same. Your relationship status is still not the one that you prefer. Your financial situation is not going up, but rather it's going down the tubes. You know what I mean? So if this is what you've been experiencing, then maybe, just maybe, the crystals that you are working with may just be slow-acting crystals. So pay attention. And also, get excited because I'm going to share with you a perspective that you can consider in your process of choosing crystals to work with for your specific purpose. And I'm also going to share with you some crystals to avoid because they are slow-acting crystals. And based on that, you can check to see if the crystals that you are currently working with are also some of the ones that I have mentioned. Okay? All right. You know, crystals are such great teachers, and not everything is black or white. There are layers and layers of information that we can tap into when we are getting wisdom and information from the light within these crystals. And crystals reveal so much. So it's just a matter of remaining open-minded to the wisdom that comes through from these beautiful beings. And I tell you, everything then just becomes a rich experience, especially for those who are drawn to working with stones and those who really understand some of these dynamics that go along with stone medicine. It's just beautiful. And I gotta say this, while it is true that specific crystals have qualities that can be used for specific things, those specific crystals can also have other qualities that can hinder the flow of other specific things. So in many ways, and especially for those who want to go deeper in working with crystals, there's always a wisdom required in working with these crystals effectively, and there's also always a balancing of many factors. So for example, while a crystal can be used effectively for many things, for example, healing or maybe anger or anxiety or whatever, that same crystal can also be a slow-acting crystal and hinder the speed at which you want to experience the results you are experiencing. So there is a wisdom there, a balancing of many factors, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. And let me be very clear about what I mean by slow-acting crystals. By slow-acting crystals, I do not mean that the crystal is not powerful or that the crystal is not effective. What I mean is that the crystal takes its sweet time before it produces results. For example, if you're working with a crystal like onyx, onyx is one of the slow-acting crystals. So if you're working with onyx and you're expecting fast results, you may want to rethink that because it is a slow-acting crystal, and that doesn't mean that it's not powerful. Keep that in mind. Slow-acting crystals take a long time to unravel the energies around a particular situation. And because they are slow, they may require you to use them for a long period of time before you can really see some tangible results. But the good thing about these slow-acting crystals is that while they take a long time, their effects are usually long-lasting. So it's all good in the end. Anyway, let me say this again. Just because a crystal is slow does not mean that it is not powerful or that it is not effective. So don't throw away your slow-acting crystals. Just check with your own process, check with your own energy, check with your own tangible experiences. And as crystal lovers, it's always just good to be aware of what's going on and also of these types of things, right? Okay, with that said, what are some of these slow-acting crystals that you need to be aware of if you want quick results? The first types of crystals in these slow-acting groups are agates, jaspers, onyx. These crystals are formed through a long, slow process of metamorphosis. And because crystals are such great teachers, sometimes you can just get such a great idea about how these crystals work just by looking at how they are formed and how long it took for them to get their colors and their configurations and their patterns before they finally transformed into what they currently are. So if you're currently working with blue lace agate, dendritic agate, moss agate, red jasper, ocean jasper, Picasso jasper, rhyolite, Dalmatian jasper, zebra jasper, onyx, and crystals of that nature, pay attention to the slowness. But remember that even though they are slow-acting crystals, they are still powerful and effective. And actually, that's one of the reasons why crystals like agates and jaspers and onyx need to be used in a combination or need to be combined with other crystals, because that slow factor can be mitigated when we combine certain crystals with other crystals, especially when they're being used for physical or emotional healing purposes. But that's a whole nother topic. So anywho, if you've been using agates or jaspers or onyx, has your process been slow or has it been fast, or how have you been experiencing working with these crystals? Just quickly let me know in the comment section. All right, the second type of crystals that are slow acting are crystals that are heavy, or crystals that have a high iron content. Crystals like hematite, tiger eye, pyrite, bloodstone, red garnet. These crystals have iron in them. And because iron is heavy, it makes the energy sink. It grounds and anchors the energy downward. And you can just imagine how hard it is to move through iron, how hard it is to move through something that is heavy and thick. Or even how hard it is to move through something that's grounding. Because you can just imagine when you want to move forward and something is pulling you down and is grounding, unless you have superior strength, it takes so much effort to push through something that's pulling you down. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can take so much time to really push through, and this can really be a slow process. So if you look at it from an energetic perspective or from a metaphysical perspective, heavy crystals can really be slow-acting crystals. But again, remember that the fact that they're slow does not mean that they're not powerful or that they're not effective. Okay, so if you are currently using hematite or tiger eye or bloodstone or red garnet or pyrite or any of these heavy crystals for health purposes, for money purposes, for relationship purposes, let me know in the comment section whether this heaviness has been affecting your flow or what you have noticed as you experience working with these specific crystals. Have things been fast for you, or are they slow? Are you experiencing an extra effort as you work with these heavy grounding crystals, or do you notice or do you not notice? Do you care or do you not care? Let me know everything in the comment section. Okay. There are many other crystals that we can talk about around this subject matter of slow acting crystals and why they're slow acting or whatever. But for now, I think these are enough for you to kind of assess whether your crystal is a slow acting one. I'm going to make a video about crystals that can be used for quick results or fast results, so look out for it. And in the meantime, email me at caroline@crystalstock.com if you need any type of consultation with regard to how to use your crystals in a way that's very personal for you. And until next time, may you have amazing, quick, and fast manifesting for everything beneficial. I love you guys. Bye.